Alright, this right here is my Fro. It's one of the first videos I made was actually putting a handle on this Fro. And it works. And it works as a nice splitting axe. But as is possible to see, it's quite large. So for splitting larger things, it's good. But I actually have something else that I bought ages ago. It's a tiny Fro blade. It's very small. Well, it's not very small, but compared to the big guy, it is very small. There we go. Big one, small one. Small one is really good for my other smaller projects, like a hairpin project that I may or may not have uploaded already, depending on what my mood is. This video here is Froeback. Because I'm gonna put a handle on this, because I want to bring it along to fairs that I attend, where I do more stuff with wood carving, and not so much the lathe, because the lathe is hard to get with me to shows. When we're inside a large stadium or something like that, we don't really have access to our power tools, but you're allowed to bring metal tools and a large block of wood. So I'm gonna make a handle for this, and while I'm making a handle for it, I'm gonna do the voiceover, and I'm gonna do a channel update in the voiceover. So enjoy me working and hopefully not failing too much. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm happy to be back and doing my work again. So, back at it. It's not that I have not been doing any woodworking for the last 2 years. As you can see in the background, that is my new lathe. I have mainly been working on wands, as I've shown some videos of as well. But my wife and I bought a new house about 3 years ago now. And most of our time has gone with renovating this house, which has been fun, but it also takes away a lot of time from hobbies like woodworking. I also, during this time, found another hobby that I spent a lot of time with, but that I stopped with for personal reasons. I was playing a lot of handball, and handball takes a lot of time for matches and so on. And it was fun, but I felt a lack of liberty for doing my other hobbies and interests. So instead, I skipped out of that. I joined a kayaking club where I can borrow equipment. And I have also a project in mind where I'll make a new paddle for the kayak, which is fun. As I said in the start, this is basically a Froeback. One of my first videos was making a Fro, so fittingly now that I'm trying to get back in the game, I'll make a Fro. I'm thankful for all the people who have subscribed during the last 2 years where I've done nothing. I've replied to all comments that have come, and I'm overwhelmed with all the people who are writing and commenting. Essentially, these last couple of months I've been on sick leave from work because I got stress, basically. There is a fancy term for it in Danish, where we just call it like sustained stress. It wasn't just work. My father has been in and out of the hospital with blood clots in the brain. He had 4 in total 2 years ago, so that was also a reason for taking a break from making YouTube. I very much enjoy making these videos and showing off some of the things that I do. And it seems like some of the videos, at least I have done, have been popular. So we'll see. I don't know how many people will actually watch this channel update, but we'll see. But yeah, so I got stress, I got on sick leave, and that was where I reconnected slowly with my woodworking. Because back in November I was at a fair, a cosplay fair, so where people dress up as characters from video games or books or TV shows. And I had a lot of wizarding wands from Harry Potter universe, and some little leather wallets and stuff like that. I actually wanted to record videos of it, but I just couldn't uh, get my head around it because I could barely go to the workshop and make wizarding wands. It took me ages to do it, even though they shouldn't. And that was also the first hint that I might have stress. Um, but now on the other side, I am feeling more fresh. I went to a role-playing club where they have a wizarding school, and that was fun. I was showing small children how I make wizarding wands. Basically, I brought along the small throw that I make in this video. I took the big throw, opened a big lock, and made a wizarding wand in about 20 minutes. Like without sanding and everything, but the rough concept. And they very much enjoyed that. I have sold a lot of wands the last year or so. And I also want to show a video, or make a video rather, of how I make my favorite kind of wand, where I have made it so that people can mix and match the tip of the wand and the handle of the wand. Basically using furniture screws. And those have been quite popular because that way you get a completely unique feel. And for me, as a woodworker, I get to make unique handles and unique tips instead of one complete piece of wood. And it actually gives you a lot of more options and fun things to do. The fit of this throw is not perfect. I was working quite fast because I needed it the day after. But I wanted to show it as well because, as I said, it's a nice callback and throwback. So my plan is to get back in the saddle. I also have a podcast on the side in Danish where I do chemistry podcast because I am educated in chemistry from the university. But I want to start doing some YouTube videos again regularly. I don't know how regular, but I'm hoping for once a month, once every second month. We'll see. When I have fairs, I might make less because products towards the fairs are important because I actually sell those and get money for my hobby. And for now, I get nothing out of YouTube money-wise, so... Woodworking is still my hobby compared to my real job as teaching high school chemistry. But my woodworking, the things I sell goes towards new equipment and more wood. So for example, the lathe in the background, I got that from selling wizarding wands in November. So that's what I use it for. So now I actually have a large lathe that I can do larger stuff on. And for the people who see on Instagram, I think I put something up about me using it, but I can't remember. And basically now this throw is almost assembled. I wanted to have a throw where I could take off the handle so it's easier to transport. And I want to make a little leather pouch for it. One where the handle goes in and one where the blade goes in. so it doesn't need to be a perfect tight fit, and I'm not putting in anything to brace it because I just want it to be quick and simple, and it's just for making these small cuts. There you go. Thanks for watching, and have an amazing day, guys and girls.